My name is Roland Martin. This is my first trip to Oshkosh, and I'm delighted to be able to contribute something to it.
AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today.
I really don't make a practice, it doesn't sound like a practice of talking about my World War II experiences. People seem to be interested. I might as well contribute something. I got out of high school. While I intended to go to college, I knew that I didn't have the opportunity at the time to do that. So I volunteered for the service. My father had been a World War I pilot. He had never been in combat, but he had gotten his wings. And I sort of thought I'd like to be a pilot too. But this was back in the days, the golden days. Speed records were being broken daily, and altitude records were being broken daily. This was just a wonderful time in the development. And by the way, women were flying as much as men, and they could fly just as fast as any man could fly. But and they were an important part of air development. Your eyes had to be good, your health good, the rest of it. It turned out that I had something like 20/20 eyesight. My eyesight was superb. My depth perception was so good I could just go like this once, and it was bang on. Today, I have no depth perception today. I went to basic training in the desert in California, and then to Arizona. The reason why I was a pilot for a four-engine pilot is I wanted to become an airline pilot. And my graduating class of 43A had 141 people, as I recall. And our trainers that were playing games with us said as we all got together and got our wings and our bars, they said, "How many of you want to be fighter pilots?" 140 hands went up. "How many want to be bomber pilots?" One hand. I was the bomber pilot. I think that had something to do with when the time came to make selections of who they were going to train for first pilot, and who they were going to train as co-pilots. I was a first pilot, and my co-pilot was a frustrated fighter pilot. The training was almost more deadly than the bombing over Germany. I mean, we lost a lot of people in training. Ultimately, well, I made 9 missions, and once again covered by P-47s and Spitfires. No 51s were there at the time. They didn't come until after I was shot down over Schweinfurt, Germany, October 14th, 1943, and they called it Bloody Thursday. You can still read about it. German fighters shot down most of our airplanes. Flak shot down some. And we were on the bomb run. Our formation was pretty open when we were under fire attack, and we could maneuver a bit. But on the bomb run, you couldn't maneuver at all. You had to put your wing inside the next guy to him for the tightest possible bomb drop. And when we got a 600-yard bomb drop, that was considered to be number one, believe it or not, from side to side with a whole group bombing. I was in the 525th Squadron. On the Schweinfurt October 14th bomb run, we were tight. There was no question at all that, by the way, there were no fighters because of the flak going up. It was very heavy, and I could look directly ahead of the plane, and there were 3 pops of black with red inside. They were 3 88 gun fires. Exactly my altitude and right down my lane. The next I felt was the plane jump as we were hit with another 88 shell. It knocked out both of the engines on the right side. And then as the group pulled away, we were hit once more, and the 2 engines on the left side were shot out. So I was without power. But I had to find out how my crew was before I bailed out. So I had my top turret gunner go back to the rear of the airplane, and I pushed the nose of the plane down, obviously very fast, but then found that we were under attack by a German Ju-88, and not a fighter, but they had forward-firing guns, and he wanted to make sure. I don't know that he could tell that the engines were out, but he wanted to make sure that we were finished off. So I was pushing, pulling back, picking up speed, 160, 170, back to 120, down again and around. Well, my top turret gunner could not walk back and get back to me. This was from 25,000 feet until we were about 2,500 feet, and he got back on his hands and knees, and he had been bumped and bruised, and he said, they're all gone. And by that time, I couldn't bail out. So I took the airplane in. And I'm not going to carry it any further than that because the story goes on and on and on. But it was a good landing. I'm a couple of weeks short of 100.